Oh, again, they're doing the 68, that rule again.
Yeah,
Well, this is a
which
good
we just went
example.
over
This
that.
really explains it. I mean, like you have a bell-shaped curve, and if you go out, you start out, they tell you the middle value is 27.2. If you increase it by one standard deviation, it takes you up to here, and you decrease it by one standard deviation. That area is 68% of the total area. You go out even further, it's 95% of the total area. And if you go out even very far, then it's 99%. So I'm not sure what they're talking about here. They're looking for you start out with 27.2 and you add on one standard deviation. So take out a calculator. How much is 27.2 plus 5.8?
33.
33. So 33 takes you out exactly one standard deviation. Then you start with the average, you move across to up 5.8. Well, that takes you to 33. So it looks like this picture is the right picture. And if you take, and like, because the other one's taking is 38, this one is 31. So the right answer got to be 33. I'm pretty sure it's C. That's right. All right, you don't have to even do the other side unless if there were two 33s here, then you have to check the other side as well. You take, 27 minus 5.8. When you do that, how much is 27 minus 5.8?
21.4.
Yeah, so that seems so you go out, so the 21.4 matches on the other side. This one had 21.4 on the left side, and this one also had it, but it wasn't up to 33 here. So going out plus or minus one standard deviation takes you from 27.4 to 33, and that chunk of the diagram is 68% of it.
Okay.
Which interval would you expect 99.7? Well, 99.7 is three standard deviations. So you have to you start out with the middle value, 27.2, you add on 5.8 times 3, because there were three of them. You want to do that right now, you can. Take 5.8 times 3 and add it to 27.2.
44.6.
44. Ed?
0.6.
6. Hearing so.
Yes.
Now, then do 5.8 times 3, take it away from 27.2 minus that 16 or whatever that came out to.
Wait, can you say that again?
We need it on both sides, 27.2 plus 3 standard deviations, which will take you out to 44 points. Actually, the answer is really built in here, 44.6, and you go to the other one, 9.8. In other words, if you didn't have this picture, you'd have to take 5.8 times 3, which is what number? 17 point something.
17.4.
And then take that away from 27.2. So
9.8.
27.2 minus 17, that should come out to the other number, the 9.8.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So we know that if you go out 3 standard deviations, that's going to be 99.7%. In other words, this tells you you're supposed to look for 3 standard deviations. These are the numbers, so I'm sure it's right.
So 99.73 standard deviations and 95 is 2.
Again, the rule tells you that if you want to go out 1 standard deviation, you're encompassing 68%. You go out 2 standard deviations, it's 95%. If you go out 3 standard, well, in this case, from here, the last one, that's going to be almost the whole thing. 99.7 is very close to 100%. So it's still possible to get higher than that. There are a couple of cases higher than that or lower than that, but 99.7 of the time you'll be between these two numbers.
Okay.
And likewise here, 33%, here's 33%. So here's 33, which is the result of adding on 1 standard deviation. Remember, that was the one with 31 standard deviation. So if this is from here to here is 68%, what's the piece out here? It's got to be that, well, again, if this is 68%, what's missing? 100 minus
32.
68 is 32, but that's on the two sides put together. Each side by itself is 16%, so the answer got to be 16%. For 30, and then the same with 33, here's a little bit harder. How much is between 33 and 38.8? Well, again, if from here to here is 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much is to the right of 38.8? Remember, again, you got to go back to the part that says 38.8, which is 2 standard deviations, encompasses 95%. That means the missing piece is 2. So this piece here by itself is half of 5%, 2.5%. So if the whole thing is 68%, 16%, so 16 minus 2.5 is 13.5. So the number here got to be 13.5. Okay, again, you have to remember that from here to here is 16, and from here to here is 2.5. 16, take away 2.5 is a piece here that we're looking for between 33 and 38.8. So got to be 16 minus 2.5. The leftover is this chunk here, and that's the answer.